Now I have 3 clamps on here. There's one down there. It's below, that's going to be nice. And then I got 2 at the end here. 3 points makes it easier to kind of true stuff up. And that's all that's needed here. Now, I used a very short wrench. These things aren't very tight. And it's compressing the paper a bit. And I just got it to the point that I can grab this and I can't move it. That's all the tighter it needs to be. Okay, now we need a sharp tool, and I'll be back for that. Okay, picking this back up, I seem to have lost some audio on the last shot I took, so I have to kind of redo things here. So I've got this thing shimmed with paper, and I'm using different thicknesses. I got cardstock that I went and cut around it, and then I'm starting to pull this down, and I'm watching it with the level here. Now, what I want to do on this surface is remove as little as possible. And that's the object here. It doesn't necessarily have to be absolutely square with anything, because it's just a cover goes on here. So I got this moved around and shimmed, so when I release it, hopefully, I'm sure it won't distort too much. And it seems like this is one of the few fairly level spots right across there. And we're pretty darn close. So I will sharpen a tool next. And you can see I have it mounted 3 points. 2 points here, 1 point there. And that helps tilting things a little bit. This paper gives a little bit. And one of the things that I do before I cut is I try to pull it out, and it's not coming out. I take the lightest cuts possible on this. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm preparing a cutter for that fly cut on that K-model case. And I have a brazed carbide tool here, and I need to grind it back a little bit right there. And these cutter grinders here actually haven't changed a whole lot since the 1800s. And if you look at old photos, you'll find a cutter grinder's like this with this attachment that I made out of aluminum here. And that's so when you have the wheels that way, you can have a hand grind unit here. And I made this fully adjustable. It's just fantastic. This garage is so small that it's hard to have like a pedestal grinder in here, but this is far better than any pedestal grinder because it takes 1 1/4 hole precision grinding wheels, and they change easy. So let's get this thing fired up, and I will get around the corner there. I got a microphone cable I'm dragging around. It seems to be better if I have this thing pinned to me. Okay. So, see which way the wheel is turning. Oop, I gotta turn on the power. Be right back. There we go. Got American rotary phase converter there. Let's see if this is the right direction. It's not. Now, if you get these things going in the wrong way, you wanna let this thing come to a stop. You don't want to plug reverse these. Okay. So I'm going to take and grind that back. Kind of easier on the diamond wheel. Okay. You see the carbide there. Got to expose that a little bit there. That's good enough. So I'm going to sharpen the point on this, and that'll be on the other side of the machine. Okay, I think you can see the action here. Here's the cutter here in the vise in the all-tool rotodip. I'm going to put a little ink on there, and I'm going to cut this back because the radius is too much. Really get it sharp and a small radius on there. I think I can operate this fully from here. I'm reducing that edge angle a little bit. Got about 11 degrees relief. And let's start grinding here. Make sure everything's tight. Looks good. That little pin there. Okay. And that is a diamond wheel on carbide. On contacting. Let's see how that's looking from the top. A little bit more. I got a bit of a radius to take off that. I want a very small radius because it'll be less cutting force on this delicate setup. Let me see. Oh, a little bit more. I'm feeding in about 2 thousandths at a time here. That should do it. Put it out here. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to feed it in about 1 more thou. And give it a little bit of a polish. Just a little bit of a coarse wheel. You get a little bit of a polish on it. Easing it back and forth. Okay, that's good. I'll show you the next step. The nose radiuses that I do on these tools, especially like this one is so small, it's too hard to do it with a machine, so I do it by hand. And I use a peak magnifier. This one has a light on it. It's kind of cool. Okay. And the way I do that is with an easy lap, diamond lap. And I just carefully drag that along, just like that. And start forming a nose radius. I'm thinking very small, 1/64 of an inch. Just bring that right in. So in effect, it's only going to be the nose radius that cuts, because I'm going very, very shallow. Take a little more. You can see how I do that. I just lay that on there, and it's by feel. And you get used to it. You have to do these things. That's why I keep plowing around out here. Keep in practice. Oh, looking good. I still don't quite have it. Let me check real quick. Got this light here. And these loops have a little spot, dust on it. They have a couple of places there where you can measure these things. A little bit more. About 15 thousandths is where I want to be, 16. I can just feel it drag just right. I'll try to get it so you can see it. See, I'm rolling it. I got it. Okay. Over to the machine. Well, after more than an hour of setup, I'm going to probably make a few-minute cut here, and that's kind of typical. So we'll lift the starter lever here. I got it touched off there. So let's go for it. Yeah, I think you can see the action there. Now I got this wax lube everywhere. And here we go. Easy does it. I'll get this light going here. Running 980 RPM. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I got plenty of room here. Now the object on this side is to remove the least material possible. The other side's going to be a little bit more tricky. I think that's looking okay. Getting ready to go down the back side. It's really cutting pretty level. Get my microphone cord wrapped up in the handle. It's going better than I thought. Sometimes these things start ringing. Yeah, it's cutting clean. Clean enough. I'm getting a reasonable gasket surface. I'm hand feeding this with both handles. Giving a little bit of Y there, and the X is going. Okay. I'm going to kind of go around a corner here. So far it hasn't flown out of there, has it? Okay, pulling it around. Ah, looks good. You know, I spent at least 2 hours setting this up and grinding the tool. And that's how it goes. It's all set up. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it might be, let's see, no, I'm good. Still good. See, this is actually pretty flat. But it had that bad area where it was welded. There it is. All right, let's have a quick look. Looking good. It's looking good. There's no groove anywhere. Very good. Okay, I will run the deburring tool around that, and I'll be back. I'll tell you what, I am worn out from that. It makes me nervous to cut this eggshell-like thing. And I'm not kidding you, this is like eggshells. It is so brittle, this old material. And so there's the first stage, and I will be back with the next. And the next is, I think, it's easier, but once I got this one done, because it's not, the metal's not so thin. Okay, you guys have a good day, and I will be back when I can on this. Okay, thanks for tuning in.